So with Quiltmas, I had such high ambition that I'd get all my projects done before December so then I could enjoy them the whole month of December and have my house all decorated and ready for Christmas. So obviously tree up was one of the first things. But this project was one of the first ones I had planned, but one of my last ones that I'm actually like getting ready as decorating. So this is the Festive Fir pillow project. And what it is I made this quilt for my sister and her husband a couple years ago. And it also has a mini quilt size and a pillow size. So I'd always been wanting to make it for myself, the quilt, the pillow, something, because I just really like the minimalistic style of the pattern. And I couldn't decide what to do with it. So my mom had talked about doing the wall hanging in the past with some fabrics that she'd had. And so I was like, you know what, I'll do some pillows. They can look great on my couch, give it a little color. But I couldn't decide what fabric to do for my pillows. So let me show you two things that I bought at work that are so fantastic that I just could not resist. So this one I bought last year. This is from the Santa Paws collection from Northcott. Like, how cute are those? And it's teal. And they're just these super cute little cats that would be perfect in those ornaments. But then this year, this one came out from Timeless Treasures, and look who's wearing reindeer antlers. Oh, it's Trixie. Yeah, so how am I gonna decide? Do I want pink ornaments with hats or silly little cartoony cats? I'm gonna make both. So I couldn't decide. I thought, well, maybe I'll make one for this person, one for that person, one for me. But I don't think I could give either of these ones away. So I'm gonna do both pillows for me. And then maybe next year someone will get a pillow. Someone will get inspired by my cat pillow. So with this one, I'm gonna do a green grunge because my coworker Leslie and I were looking at them. It needed a little pop of something. So this is gonna be my background color. It's actually, I'm pretty sure it's Christmas green from Moda, their basic gray grunge. And that's just, it looks great with like the dark little part of these holly berries. And for this one, this is such a bright, bold color and everything. I got the gray paper from Moda Grunge to do for my background on that one. So I haven't picked out my star color yet. I'm kind of thinking on the one with the aqua, in the gray background, I'm gonna do a yellow star. I'm even thinking maybe on the green one, I'll use some of the scrap from the other pillow and see how it looks. So I'm gonna start fussy cutting some kitty cats out and we'll get our 2 piles of different ornaments set and get to work. It's gonna be super cute, super fun. So I've got my 2 little fussy cut stacks of kitty cat heads and this lovely Swiss cheese fabric. I'm gonna keep it because there's still some spots where I can fussy cut other kitty heads should I make another one of these pillows. This one might be a little harder, but I've got more of this fabric anyways, but so you can see, fussy cutting is not a simple task, nor is it cut efficient. So now I'm gonna cut the rest of my fabric and start sewing. So I've now got all my little pieces kind of pressed out the best of their hand. I was really burning my fingers while pressing these, but I'm gonna figure out my layouts now. I've got 2 of them for each set that have 3 in them because there were only 9 different cat prints. I was hoping there was 10, but 2 of them I had to duplicate. So I'm gonna figure out my pattern from there. I'm gonna have my phone out so I can figure out how it's gonna zigzag back and forth. And then we're gonna see how I have to do a top piece or a side piece to get them to give that like alternating effect. So wish me luck as we try and get this all laid out. So I've got my two trees. They're a little wonky. They're a little stretched out from getting everything to line up nicely, but I'm hoping that'll quilt out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna load these on my long arm, piece of muslin on the back, and some batting like I did with my stockings, and then quilt them one at a time. I'm gonna do this one probably with a white thread because this gray I think is a little bit lighter than my gray thread. And I think I'm gonna do this one in the green, and I'm gonna use that snowflake pantograph that I used on my stocking and my kittens because I think it's so cute and 'tis the season. So I'm gonna go get that loaded and then we're back to quilt. So here's where we're at. I've got both of them all quilted. I'll talk about how I feel about the different quiltings later, but I've decided I'm gonna put zippers in the back instead of a pocket or envelope closure for my pillow. So I've got to cut my two pieces for my backing and I've got to go buy zippers. So for tonight, that's as far as we're getting, but looking good. I'm pleased. And now here we are with two pillow forms. Well, pillow shells, I suppose. They don't have forms in them just yet. That's gonna come later today. But I am quite pleased with how they turned out. They're a little wonky from the wrinkling of when it quilted. Between these two, I did this pantograph a little bit bigger, this one a little bit smaller. I think I like how the smaller one turned out, but I don't think I would have done it smaller with the green thread. I think it would have done too many stitches on the cats themselves and that would have lost the fun. But I mean, from far away, you can't really tell. Up close, you can see some of them have some stitching through their face, like this little Trixie cat. But I think they're super cute. Maybe the next time, instead of doing the snowflakes, I would do like a loopy all over one. But either way, I am happy with how they turned out. I did the binding with that 2-inch binding, so it's nice and skinny and tight again. And I think it looks good. Maybe it's that new thing that I do. So 2023, maybe we'll see a lot of skinny binding on quilts. But I've got my quilt tags on there. The zippers are in. Where is my zipper opening? So then I can unzip it, put my pillow form in there, and zip it back up, and it'll be ready to go. So I'm gonna go get some pillow forms, take some pictures, and then we'll see you next time.